Good morning. Good morning, guys. Turn the pain into power. Alright, I don't know if you guys can hear the background, the music in the back, so I don't want to get in trouble. Give a few minutes, see if anybody comes in. Stronger than you know, heart of steel starts to grow. What am I gonna get? Get some sage. Humans to fly. Hey, Laura. Good morning. You're back. I do again apologize for yesterday, my love. How are you doing this morning, babe? Yes, yeah, I'm back and so are you. Yay. That makes me very happy, and I really do. I was so sorry yesterday. The comments, so what happened, Laura, was the comments were coming in, and as I tapped the one above yours, the one came in. I know, it's okay. I apologize. So I just, dude, I was like, so like this live thing gets me a little frustrated sometimes, but I will get better at it, right? Anyway, how are you doing today, babe? What's going on over across the pond? What's happening? How has life been? Neck's better, shoulder better, good. Good. All right. Let's just come into ourselves, our bodies. Let go of any yucky energies that we need to let go of for today. Welcome. Those of you who are just starting to come in, thanks for being here. All good, chilling now, working later, hanging with your kitty. Very nice, very nice. I am okay. I don't know. I feel a little, I feel a little weird this morning, I think. I know. Well, I feel weird every morning, but like this morning I'm feeling a little extra. I'm feeling a little out of my body. Like I think last night when I did sleep, I was doing a lot of traveling in my sleep. So I feel a little spacey this morning, to be honest with you. And I was kind of debating like whether to really come on or not. Because I wasn't feeling very grounded yet. So, but I said, fuck it. Let's get grounded together, right? Yeah. So, but I'm good. Everything's status quo. Everything's life is moving oh shit, hang on, wait guys, I gotta turn off my notification. Hang on guys, hang on. One second. Put everything on silent, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, so, my God. Blech. That's the kind of morning I'm at. But it's not bad. Nothing's bad. Your dreams were mad this week. Yeah, dude, the dream space, it's always active, but it's been, the Lionsgate kind of like pushed it to a new level. And just because today is the 15th and it's the Lionsgate closed yesterday, the energies still linger, so we're going to continue to kind of wrap things up, close things off a little bit. And so yeah, the dreams have been crazy. Lots of nostalgia. I can say lots of feelings of nostalgia. But the good memories coming up from the past, like not, God, you guys, sorry. I have not had enough of my warm beverage yet this morning. So my throat is a little bit, yeah. All right, hang on. I got to do some removing of people. Hide user. Okay, that guy is gone. Okay. Yeah, lots of memories coming up. Lots of memories coming up, Laura. But and they're good memories. Like they're these nice, warm, very positive, nostalgic memories that we are reliving. And I really believe that has to do with allowing our hearts to soften. A lot of this energy, the sun is a masculine energy. The sun is the the representation of the masculine. It holds a lot of power, and it really has, through this Lion's Gate, through this Syrian light portal. We're talking about the Grand Central Sun. We're talking about being blasted with light codes. It's really brought up. I want to say like a reactivation inside our masculine. But with that, we have to balance that. And that balancing comes from coming into the feminine, right? When we get blasted in our masculine side, we have to balance it with our feminine energy. So I feel like a lot of the nostalgia is this softening of the heart. And it's a beautiful energy. It's where we need to be in order for us to stay in our flow. And that's the place we need to be in right now for the divine feminine, especially those who identify as a divine feminine. It's about staying in that energy of just understanding you need to be in your softness. You need to be allowing, receiving, not worrying too much about taking direct action to get things done, unless it feels good, unless it flows with who you are and what's going on in your life at that time. Let me see, are there more other comments? Do you like BBC? British Broadcasting Channel? I don't know what that is, Martin, and if it's something inappropriate, I hope we don't even need to get an answer to that. So anyway, so nostalgia. So in the energy of nostalgia, I am drinking my this morning I'm having lemon and water because my throat is super, super scratchy. And so I pulled out this mug. Now, I'm going to date myself. I got this mug about 40 years ago. I was a teenager. And this mug was from an ex-boyfriend. And it's a love mug. Look how cute it is. It's got little hearts. And yeah, it was from like a million fucking years ago. And it's just so cute, you guys. And it's something that I just always held on to. Not even for nostalgic reasons of the person who gave it to me, other than that, like, we were friends and it was a great time in my life, and I honor and love and, have respect for that person. But just because it was like a special time, like it's, mementos. And I don't hold on to a whole lot of mementos, I'll tell you that much. So again, that's softening that, being in a place of heart, being in a place of love. What else? Who's still, Laura, you still here? I think you're like the only one here with me. We've had people drop in and out. And I've kicked people out. So that has also, yeah. So what else? Yana, hi! Australia's in the house. So we've got UK and Australia. Thanks for being here. Good evening, my dear. How was your day? How are you doing? You're still here too. Okay, cool. So we got Florida, we got UK, and we got Australia in the house. And I love you guys. Thank you for being here. So, I don't really know what I want to talk about. Can you tell? Can you tell that I have like no clue what I want to talk about today? But the nostalgia is being a big deal. And the softening of our hearts and the just allowing and the trusting. are really important keys and parts. V! Mighty V is here. We got New Zealand in the house. How's it going, V? I love you guys. Oh my God, I love my distant family that I've never gotten the pleasure to meet in person. But yeah, like I love you guys, and it makes me so excited to see you guys. Like you guys have been here like for the fucking long haul with me. You're good, G. Let's see. Just cruising with the energy. Yeah. And honestly, like that's really what we have to do. We just have to kind of take things as they come up. And it's a little bit easier for us who have been doing this for a really long time. I mean, it's never necessarily easy, but I think it's easier for us who have been on the journey, who have had time to develop our tools, to our skills, to really know, like we've learned how to do the deep work. And I think we're pretty like proficient at it. I don't want to say we mastered it, but we are definitely proficient at it. I see a lot of new people that are awakening, that are really, really struggling with the reality of the matrix and understanding, like there is so much that's going on in the world right now, that people, like when we started to wake up, guys, I mean there was a lot of shit going on, but I feel like we woke up maybe a little more gently to the matrix reality than the people today who are waking up to the matrix reality. It's a little harder, more in their faces. And so I'm seeing a lot of people like really kind of like, struggling with coming to an understanding of the journey and where to start. And I know for me, oh wait, B was about to log off and go to bed. Thank you you're welcome, B. And thank you for being, see, things are divinely guided, right? You were gonna log off and then pop, here's Shamama, right? But I'm seeing a lot of people really, really, really confused. And although like when we started this, there were less teachers and less people to help us. And there's a lot more information out there now than there was before. I think the reality of everything hitting them now is a lot harder. Yeah, Laura says agrees also. It is much harder. But the beautiful part is there's a fuck lot more information out there than we had. So I really truly believe that, like, we just have to keep showing up. And that's really, even though I didn't really necessarily feel like getting on this morning, I feel like we just have to keep showing up and being like, hey, we're doing it every day. We're doing it, and this is how we're getting through our day. I think now for me personally, it's a lot less about necessarily being and doing spiritual practices all day, because they're more like just incorporated into me and who I am and how I just live my life, that there's a lot less having to sit and think about things. Like things are coming much easier, much quicker, much processing much more gently for us now. Technology has completely messed up how people wait. Yeah. And how they don't actually face their reality. Yes. And the technology is actually, the AI is working towards keeping us trapped in the artificial matrix, the video game that we are living. So that the technology is actually geared toward that, which is also why so many spiritual people here on YouTube, on other platforms, are being shadow banned. Their channels aren't being, fed through the algorithms, because although they can't completely get rid of us, because we haven't broken rules, they're making it more and more and more and more harder for us to continue to do what we do and deliver our messages, and to be seen and be heard. Now, I always come back to the simple thing that, those who are meant to find you will. You don't have to jump through hoops and play the algorithm game, and play that business and marketing game, that 3D again. Feed the system, feed the AI rhythms, feed the algorithms, feed all of this shit, and just continue to pump out content. It's not about that. It's just about showing up. So and that was a long way to say that I'm showing up, and I don't know why and when and how, but I'm here. So I'm here for anybody who needs assistance in any way, shape, or form on your journey. I know a lot of people are having trouble right now, and over the last couple months with shedding people, relationships, karmic relationships, and or just relationships that, I don't, get rid of the label, that just aren't serving them, that don't feel reciprocal, and I've had a few people reach out who have just asked questions like, how do you do it, like when you haven't had necessarily a conflict with somebody, and but your vibes just aren't the same, and yet this is someone maybe that you've been friends with for like years, and you're maybe a childhood friend. I actually had a lovely member of the tribe, this young twin flame gentleman from the UK that I spoke to, I want to say like maybe 2 months ago, and he just wanted to like touch base and chit chat, and that was a question he had actually asked me, and we kind of talked about it, because he was going through a period in his awakening where now he wasn't drinking alcohol really anymore much, because it does weird things to our bodies and our systems, and he wasn't really using drugs like he used to, and he was still very much, I believe he was into like music and things like that, but going to bars and clubs wasn't the same. And he had a group of really lovely friends that he had for years, but they were on different paths now on their journey. Like they still like to do all that stuff, and he didn't. And he's like, how do you shed people off when there really isn't anything? And I said, number one, how you can do it is you can be honest. You can be truthful. It's not easy to say to someone who you've been friends with for, a long time, hey, I kind of feel like we're at different places on our journey, and I don't feel like our vibe is still the same, and it's okay for us to kind of just take space and float apart and still care about each other and not necessarily be in contact. Like that's an okay thing to do with people. And then there's people who just fall away on their own because you continue to just like be like, well, that's not my vibe. Like you don't have to make a big production out of it, is what I'm trying to say. And then there are other people who you actually have to sit down and be like, yo, like this isn't what it's meant to be anymore. And this is not a healthy thing for either of us, that it becomes toxic. But there are very graceful ways, and it's not even a matter of trying to be graceful. It's about being in your integrity and speaking your truth and talking from your heart about things. So that's a beautiful way of being able to just, be honest with people. It's not easy. We've never been taught to be honest. We've always been taught to tell little white lies, to make it easier on ourselves and the other person and whatever. That's a bunch of bullshit. Honesty, truth, integrity is what this journey is about. All right, let's see. Any other costumes? Any other comments? Gianna, yes. Wade, hey Wade, good morning. You're back. You're from Oklahoma. I didn't get to ask you that yesterday morning, Wade. Thanks for being back again this morning. What do you do in Oklahoma? Share with us what's happening. And you're up very early for being in Oklahoma, since it's 8 o'clock East Coast time. It's got to be like 6 over there. Jamie, you're here. Aren't you on the airplane? Are you watching from the airplane, Jamie? Hey, how are you, babe? Jamie is on her way to New York, going home for about 6 weeks. I told you guys about that yesterday, but I think she's on the plane and I think she's watching from the plane, so that's super fucking cool. Yeah, you're trying to watch from the plane. So yeah, so I don't know. What else do I want to talk about? So let's talk a little bit. Signal's been in and out. So let's talk a little bit about yesterday. For those of you who listened, I kind of went on a little story about plant medicine and responsibility. And Wade, you've been following for years. I honestly kind of like think I like remember maybe like are we like friends on Facebook or somewhere or something? Maybe, Wade. Because I kind of think I know who you are, but I kind of am not quite sure. Like, I don't know everybody. But thank you for being here and following for years. Are you on the Twin Flame Journey, Wade, just out of curiosity that you said you've been following for years? Because most people who have started following have been on the journey. Anyway, so I was talking about the plant medicine stuff yesterday. And what I want to just say about the whole victim mentality and all of that stuff that I don't necessarily know if I made very clear yesterday. I have a great deal of compassion for everyone's personal journeys. We talked on the phone before, Wade. No shit. Okay, I apologize that I don't remember that because I truly, I remember most people that I talked to, but no shit, we've spoken before. Well, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm glad that you're bringing your presence back known to me, and thank you. And yeah, oh God, that's so cool. Sorry guys, I just got distracted for a minute. I have my music on in the background, and one of my favorite songs just came on by The Script. The man who can't be moved, and it's just like one of those songs. So sorry, it kind of took the wind out of me for a second. Anyway, victimization. I want to say that I have great amount of empathy because we have all started at whatever place we started our journey in awakening. We've all been in the victim mode. We have all been in victim mode, okay? And one of the most difficult things is when you awaken. I believe one of the most difficult things is seeing your own shit, and realizing how you have put yourself in that victim mode, how and it's not an easy realization to come to consciously, to accept emotionally, but it is something that's very beautiful as you do the healing work, as you begin to understand and see yourself through a new perspective, how beautiful the journey unfolds, and it's a progress, and it's a process. It is definitely not something that happens overnight. So, and it's something we continue to continue. I mean, after all the years on this journey, and I mean, it's been a lot, I continue to find areas where the little victim voice creeps in occasionally, and I have to look at that shit and really explore. So I just want you guys to understand that I'm not by any means wasn't blaming or anything like that people who are in victim mode. I have great amount of empathy and compassion for that. But there comes a point in time in our journey where that all just gets thrown out the fucking window, and we do accept complete accountability for our process and our journey. And that's how we lead to forgiveness, right? Because when we realize that we haven't been a victim, that nobody has actually done us wrong, that everything has happened in accordance to the way it's had to happen, that's where forgiveness comes in. That's where this huge weight is lifted, and where you move forward saying that There is nobody who has done me wrong or hurt me that I can't forgive, that I can't find compassion and understanding for, and literally like move on and be okay with things, and not harbor resentments and resentments and regrets and all of that shit for. So yeah, all right, let's see. Let me go back through the comments really quick. Wade, you asked me about a woman that you thought was your twin, but it wasn't. So it wasn't your twin. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, well, so I'm going to just address that really quick because, you know, nobody can directly tell you who your twin is, and said that from like the very beginning. There are definitely signs and synchronicities and spiritual messages that lead us into a deeper understanding of the journey. Some of us were given false twins. Although our journeys are all very similar, there are a lot of differences in our journeys, and everybody's soul contract is different. And when you are an actual twin, that is between you, your true beloved, and the divine. That is not something that anybody can ever actually say yes or no. And if there is anybody out there saying they can tell you yes 100% for sure, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. But we can definitely tap into signs, synchronicities, messages that can say, yes, this could be, this has the dynamic of, the simple fact is your journey is your journey, and we're all meant. Oh, no, wait, please wait. I didn't say that I told you anything wrong. No. I'm not saying that. But I do want to just say, like, it's really important to know that, when we ask for spiritual help, you have to think of the mindset you're in when you're coming to us for help. You have to think of what you're truly asking for in guidance. And then you have to think of how much of it are you really supposed to figure out on your own and put together on your own through the messages that come through, right? So we are meant to be guides. We are meant to lead and direct things. Now, that doesn't always mean, I have to be honest. So there was one time that I was working, and there probably has been more than one time, but there's one time that's popping out in a big way for me, that I was working with a woman who, God, where did she live? Iris, where do you live, Iris, if you're around still? I want to say like Pacific Northwest kind of area, or maybe Canada even. I can't remember. And I had asked Iris in one of our sessions to help me with something, and asked her to write up some suggestions on things that she wanted to see me start doing in a podcast. Now, this was years ago. I want to say like fucking before COVID, maybe years ago. And after she got back to me with this list of things, I said, all right, I know you're going to hate me for this now, but take these lists, keep it for yourself, because these are the things that Spirit wants you to do for your own journey. Like, this wasn't about me. This was me giving you the power to find these things in yourself and explore these things in yourself. She got so pissed at me, you guys. Like, not pissed, like, actually, but she was, like, frustrated. She was like, are you kidding me? This is what you wanted me to do, Shamama. Like, okay, whatever. Let me just tell you, I heard from Iris, I want to say maybe like 4 months ago. It was definitely within this year. So sometime between now and the beginning of this year. And she messaged me and she said, all right, Shamama, I got to tell you this shit. Remember that thing you had me do? Well, it's finally coming into fruition. I am finally starting this podcast thing and blah, blah, blah. And you were right and blah, blah, blah. And I am sorry that, like, I doubted and I was very confused by it all. And we had a really good laugh about it. And I was so happy and so excited for her. And so yeah, Wade, I wasn't saying that I told you something. I'm just saying, like, this is sometimes how it works. Sometimes spirit will have a reading with me and a session with me and a phone conversation with me is not a normal experience. It takes us someplace else, and sometimes spirit has me do like these things at the time that I don't even understand, because when I gave her the assignment, like, I didn't know that it wasn't for me to start with, but then after I gave it to her, I knew it wasn't for me. So it's just weird. Who else is here? David B, good morning, David. And V said good morning to David too. So David and V knows David. Okay. Anyway, all right. What else? Is there something else we should talk about, or should we back to work? All right, Wade, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and we'll see you soon. All right, so should we draw a card? Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you want a card for the day? Leaders. Volk, you're so fucking funny. I love you. You're like the best. Let's do a card. All right. I am pulling out, and that was a quick pull on a deck, right? And actually, I pulled this out because as soon as I went over to my decks, it shouted out to me, and it reminded me of you, Volk, because you are the music man, are you not? You're all Mr. Music Man. And so I pulled out the Rock and Roll Tarot. Yeah. So let's see. I don't know. I like this. It's super colorful. I've had this deck like for a really long time. Who made it? It was created by Vicky Verley. I don't even know if she used to have a YouTube channel. I don't know if she still does, but yeah, this deck is so pretty. All right, so what should we ask Spirit? What do we need to know for today? You're playing a gig tonight too. See? Dude, there's no fucking coincidence that you were here this morning and that I chose this deck. So let's ask for just some guidance. Guidance for the day. Guidance. What do we need to know? What do we need to know this deck? Let's talk to you. Woo, there we go. Oh, this is interesting. All right, so the card that fell out, you guys, is the Death card. Death. Transformation. Cycles, releasing it, letting shit go. Literally, old pieces of ourselves, shedding the shit. Old friendships that need to go. It's great to be, ooh, this is interesting. So remember we talked about nostalgia in the beginning. It's great to be nostalgic. It's great to have those fond fucking memories, right? But sometimes things need to be put to rest. Sometimes things need to be put to rest. And then I'm hearing other times things need to be rebirthed, reborn. What is, and the fray, How to Save a Life is on. So I don't know if that's significant to anybody, but I feel like this is like your chance to start over. But what's beautiful about at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So this isn't a bad ending. I feel like this is just putting an end to the old parts of you that don't fit anymore. Like letting go of the pieces that just hold you back. Because destiny, your future, the new start is just here. It's in your face. Like, it can't say it any louder. Destiny, windfalls. Destiny, windfall. Fate, taking chances. Throwing caution to the wind. Throwing caution to the wind. Knowing that anything that is not meant for you, or anything that is meant for you, Wait, where am I going? Anything that's meant for you will find you. Anything that's not meant for you will fall away. Trust in the cycle. Trust in the cycle. Ah! Oh my God, the whole deck just flew up in the air and upside down. All right, I was going to pick another card, but I guess maybe, do we want one more? Do we want one more? Let's see. One more card? All right, one more card. Destiny, death. Jesus, this whole deck is... All right, let's see. One more card. I think that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. That's so... You know, I think I just noticed that it says tarot on that Wheel of Fortune. That's so funny. Did you guys see that? I don't know. Anyway, look. The letters, it actually spells out tarot. I didn't even notice. Not that that matters. Maybe that's important for somebody. And nostalgia has been a word that's been stalking you for months too, V. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I do believe now, and I'm going to get all twin flamey on us, divine masculines are feeling the pull. Okay, I didn't, you know, I'm trying to not talk about all that stuff too much, but divine masculines have been very much up in their feels. The heart pull has been real. The sacral chakra pull has been real. It's so funny, right? This is the Eight of Pentacles. And while I was talking about that, I feel like, there you go. The masculine has been doing their work. They've been doing their work. Eight of Pentacles, they've been working diligently. In quiet, behind the scene, literally working on themselves. Working on themselves. Making things okay. Like physically doing shit in their world. So, all right. I definitely was meant to catch you live stream. Feels like a private reading for you, V. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I think but I really truly believe that, you know, part of this nostalgia, this heart feelings is the masculine. We're feeling the masculine. We're mirroring each other. We're remembering happier times. We're all doing our work. So this is, you know, we're all doing our work. We're all putting in our time, whether you see it, whether you don't see it, whether you witness it, whether you don't witness it. There are huge transformations taking place. And all you really have to do is look at yourself. How are you growing? Where are you growing? Are you doing your work? Are you being reflective? Are you staying in the flow of life? You know, where are you still compromising yourself in areas? You will find the mirrors. The situations may not look exactly the same, but the underlying energies are always there. And so I want to just say, like, you know, it's not always easy to see those things. So if you need help, if you want help, like, we can talk, you guys. Like, hit me up. You know, a lot of times my sessions, people sign up for a reading and it just turns into like a shoot the shit session where we actually get to like the core of issues that we didn't even expect, like what we were doing. Like, we pull a card and we get the answers, and then it leads us down a whole nother rabbit hole. So all right, I want to pull one more card, but they had me shuffle again, like shuffle again. So all right, let's do one more card. You needed this kind of encouragement, V. Well, you know what? This is why I wanted, thank you, V. Thank you. You are welcome. This is why I wanted to come on in the mornings. Like, this is what Come As You Are began in my thought process as just a space where people could come on and start their days or end their days, depending on where you are in the country, in the world, and just get something, a little bit of something positive, a little bit of insight, a little bit of a seed planted, a little bit of support. That's what I'm here for. That's what we're all here for. So I love this, you guys. So this is my spirit had me. Like, big, beautiful things are coming. The 9 of Pentacles. Like, your hard work, everybody's hard work is paying off. Personally paying off. Your destiny, your windfall. This is it. Having the full emotional fulfillment. It's here. What did I say? Did I say 8? I said Pentacles, it's Cups. Duh. Anyway, emotional fulfillment. all of your hard work, everything you're working for, everything you're doing, the emotional fulfillment is there. And again, this is why I show up. I show up because for me, doing this with you guys is emotionally fulfilling. It makes me feel like I am contributing. And it also helps me feel supported also when I have crazy mornings and weird days and all of that jazz. So if you guys want a session, if you guys just want to shoot the shit, send me an email, like schedule a session. Don't go to my website, you guys. Reach out to me directly. I'm doing a lot of sales and discounts on things. So like don't let the prices on my website freak you out. I do a lot of donation, just whatever you can pay, donation based, because I love you guys. And that's what I'm here for. So I'm going to cut out of here. I am blessing you all with such an amazing day. I love you guys. I love you guys. I have so much gratitude for you guys. Yeah. So enjoy. And that's why it's been taking forever and been requiring lots of patience. Yeah, for sure. For sure, you guys. So thanks for being here. Thank you. Go out, slay the day. Enjoy, and I love you. We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.